Good day, I am Sachi Sepial and today I will be presenting the case of Barredo versus Garcia and Almario. This case comes up from the Court of Appeals, which held the petitioner Fausto Barredo liable in damages for the death of Faustino Garcia caused by the negligence of Pedro Fontanilla, a taxi driver employed by said Fausto Barredo. At about 1:30 in the morning of May 3, 1936, on the road between Malabon and Navotas, there was a head-on collision between a taxi of the Malate taxi cab driven by Pedro Fontanilla and a caratela guided by Pedro de Mapilis. Due to the impact of the collision, the caratela was overturned, which caused the death of one of its passengers, a 16-year-old boy named Faustino Garcia. He suffered injuries at first but was reported dead 2 days after the accident. A criminal action was filed against the driver, Fontanilla, in the Court of First Instance of Rizal, where he was convicted and sentenced to an indeterminate sentence of 1 year and 1 day to 2 years of prison correctional. As a result, the court in the criminal case granted the petition that the right to bring a separate civil action be reserved. The Court of Appeals affirmed the sentence of the lower court in the criminal case. The parents of the deceased, namely Severino Garcia and Timotea Almario, decided to bring an action in the Court of First Instance of Manila against the employer of the driver, Fausto Barredo, who is believed to be primarily and directly responsible under the Civil Code. In favor of the plaintiffs, the Court of First Instance of Manila awarded damages of 2,000 plus legal interest from the date of complaint. The decision was modified by the Court of Appeals, reducing the damages to 1,000 with legal interest from the time the action was instituted. It was proved that the accident was caused by Fontanilla's negligence as he was driving on the wrong side of the road at a high speed. The Court of Appeals found that there is no proof that the employer exercised the diligence of good father of a family to prevent the damage, which makes him responsible for the damages. The records of Bureau of Public Works shown that Fontanilla was caught for several times for violation of the automobile law and speeding Exhibit A. This simply means that Barredo was indeed careless in employing Fontanilla considering all the violations he committed. The main theory of the defense is that the liability of Fausto Barredo is governed by the revised penal code, which makes his liability subsidiary. Another point is there has been no civil action against Pedro Fontanilla, the person criminally liable. This fact makes said article inapplicable to a civil liability arising from a crime, as in the case at bar, simply because Chapter 2 of Title 16 of Book 4 of the Civil Code, in the precise words of Article 1903 of the Civil Code, is applicable only to those obligations arising from wrongful or negligent acts or omissions not punishable by law. Now going on to the case digest, let's dig deeper into the most significant details needed in order to study this case. Let's start off with the facts presented in this case. For the petitioners or plaintiff's claim, in this case, the petitioner, Fausto Barredo, was found liable for the damages which caused the death of Faustino Garcia. This was due to the recklessness of his employee, Pedro Fontanilla, the cab driver who is criminally negligent for the accident. Second, the respondents or defendants' claim. According to the main theory of the defense, it was said that the liability of Fausto Barredo is governed by the revised penal code, which makes his liability only subsidiary, not primary and direct. It was also stated that since there wasn't a civil action against the cab driver who is criminally responsible, Pedro Fontanilla, the employer, cannot take the liability as well. The defense emphasizes that the liability is subsidiary only under the revised penal code. For the third one, we have the decisions of the lower courts, which also plays a huge part in every case. In the Court of First Instance of Rizal, a criminal action was filed against Fontanilla, the cab driver. He was convicted and was sentenced to an indeterminate sentence of 1 year and 1 day to 2 years of prison correctional. The lower court in this criminal case granted the request to bring a separate civil action regarding the case. Now, what is the real issue we're trying to figure out here? That is whether the plaintiffs or petitioners can bring a separate civil action against Fausto Barredo, which will make him primarily and directly responsible under Article 1903 of the Civil Code as an employer of the cab taxi driver Pedro Fontanilla. Held. Finally reaching the disposition of the case, the judgment of Court of Appeals affirmed with costs against the defendant petitioner as the employer, Fausto Barredo, was found primarily and directly responsible under Article 1903 of the Civil Code as an employer of Pedro Fontanilla. It was proved that Fausto Barredo wasn't careful in handling his employees, which results to accidents just like what happened in this case. His failure as an employer made him liable with all the damages that his employee costed. Reaching the end, we have the dictum, which is a remark, statement, or observation of a judge that is not a necessary part of the legal reasoning needed to reach the decision in a case. As recorded in the Bureau of Public Works, Fontanilla has been caught for several times already because of different violations, such as violation of the automobile law and speeding, Exhibit A. This shows the evidence that the employer did not handle his employees well, since even after all the violations received, he still chose the decision to let the driver work for the company. It proves that he was indeed careless in employing Fontanilla and he wasn't able to exercise the diligence of a good father of a family to prevent the damage. This observation helped the court to prove and gather more facts regarding the case that could also help in reaching the decision for the case. In general, every employer should always be careful in handling their employees and be ready for every responsibility it might bring to you. That's it for my presentation of the case of Barredo versus Garcia and Almario. Thank you so much for listening and I hope you understood the case. Again, this has been Zasher Sibyal and thank you.